So we're set to go at Etihad Stadium. Nick Nananui and Paddy Ryder, two magnificent athletic ruckmen up against each other in the middle. And it's Heppell that sends the Bombers forward. And it's well tracked too by Melkson. Jobe's back. Jobe Watson is back. It's been a massive week for the Bombers off the field. And now they're back out in the action.
In this opening minute of play, we've only gone 1:46 and they got a goal on the board after 17 seconds. Watson again over the top, gets the handball going. Meyer around the body, out in front of Hearn, who's been a great player for the Eagles. They want to get him back as far as they can, the Bombers. Hocking gets it out. Meyer with a left foot snap, bending it back. They've had two in 2 minutes, if you don't mind.
Beat them to that ball coming out of the Essendon back line.
Called to play on. Sheed was good enough to get back onto his favoured left boot. Beautiful mark. Too strong hooker. Colyer comes through the middle of the ground to Goddard, who's recovered from that rib tickle that he copped early on. Goddard just waiting for somebody to go forward for him. He finally gets it in the shape of Howlett, who goes long and strong, but Brown's going to get back and mark this. And he's having a night out, is Mitch Brown. Until that moment.
Yes, he's giving away.
Well, a dream night become a nightmare in the space of one kick, and suddenly Stanton kicks the goal and the Bombers are back in it.
Straight back.
Anthony Hudson calling the action.
Ryder over to Watson, his 10th disposal of the term for Myers, and that's some system at last. A lead up forward takes it on the chest, and it's Joe Danaher. But to give them belief that they can score, Joe Danaher, 4 disposals so far, hasn't hit the board as yet. This kick from just inside the 50, as you see, looks clean off the boot. There's some life there yet for the Bombers.
Baguley just spears the kick, was in the air a long time. Bennell got across Schofield, under pressure. Did enough to just get it out. Bennell lurking, waiting, grab, gone. Stanton's got him.
Got to be gone.
Umpire gave him a long time, but eventually he blew the whistle, and it's a free kick to the Bombers.
And the Bombers' response had better be immediate.
And that doesn't help when you're kicking at 45%.
Cox tried to flip it out. Shuey goes to ground, allows Zaharakis and Howlett to work in tandem and get them to half forward. Hearn a commanding presence. Bennell's getting better and better for the Eagles. Interesting effort from Gaff, taken by Hocking, lets the traffic pass. That'll open things up. Danaher arrives in a flash. McKenzie off hands, this time Winderlich. Has he been involved in a goal? Goddard. Gee, they're doing it hard. Ambrose kicks it through at last. And they're still in it.
So the kick to the boundary line, will it hold in? I think it's out in the full.
They've lifted it. They've lifted it. The intensity from Essendon in this last 6 or 7 minutes is really elevated. They need reward.
So Hibbert bombs it up. Danaher's underneath it, needs to mark. It's punched away from him. Fall of the ball. Zaharakis and Hearn stood off each other and just waited. Colyer flicks it over the top. Going through hard was McKenzie, stuck his head, then Colyer got it out, was tripped, I think.
Play on, there's no stop on play.
Open goal, Chapman, Bombers get it back. They're back within 22 points.
Look at the numbers swarming around the ball. Ryder and Nananui do their thing. Here's Darling, feeding it back, getting further from goal. Paredes, did he see through the tackle? Oh, it's thrown out to Sheed, and Sheed's going to... Oh, he's not, he couldn't get... He got the full revolution, and then again. And well done to Baguley, and he's come up with a footy.
Well, to save the umpires a bit of embarrassment, that. There's a clear scoop involved. So Baguley gets it out to Howlett. Into the centre corridor they go. Hooker. Handball's off to Myers. Myers going to go long and strong to the goal square he goes. Here's the setup. Winderlich at the back. Can he get a cleat on it? He does! Winderlich gets the goal!
Charge through the centre.
Because of some great work from Winderlich, but this looked to be a low percentage option.
Well, the charge is certainly on here for the Bombers. Out of the middle, though, this time it's West Coast through Nananui. Sends it up almost to the roof. And there's a free kick against Cripps on Dempsey.
Go. Don't wait for it.
They've found voice, that's for sure. The Essendon fans, they can sense something. It's building all the time. Zaharakis looks up. There's movement at the station. Up forward. Goddard going one one way. Here comes Danaher. Joe, can he mark it? He's got a three.
Now the pressure turns and it's coming onto West Coast.
Against McGovern. As we get closer and closer to three-quarter time, there's a place in the 8 on the line today. And won't Joe Danaher know it? Scolded by the coach during the week. Comes out, stands tall and kicks the goal. That's his second, and they're within 10.
Gets a shove in the back and kicks a goal, his second, and Etihad Stadium has come alive. The Bombers have kicked the last 4 in 10 minutes of football. Danaher in the ruck. It's kicked out of the centre there by Howlett. Out they come again. The handball comes back. Stanton kicks inside. Winderlich out on the lead, takes the mark.
He's always been a very capable small forward. He's a goal square small forward. Ryder's in the square while Danaher's on the ball.
For 5 goals in 11 minutes to get themselves back into the 8. Winderlich comes in and delivers. Bombers within 4 points. It's picked up by McGovern. McGovern goes long up the middle of the centre corridor. It's going to be turned over. Collier's handball was intercepted by Hutchings, which was great football. McGinnity just gets a hand on it. No, says the umpire. Turnover is complete.
Footy that the Eagles don't like. That's not a great kick, though. It's going to work for them.
Hooker Stanton at the Goddard. Back to Goddard again, inside. Hocking's been sensational today. Flick over the top. Chappie with the left boot is a beauty.
And done it very smartly.
Prittis, has he done enough? He has. Oh, there's a big tackle.
Dropped it.
Could have been a throw. Play on the call. Stanton comes away. He's really finding the footy at the moment. The spoil went on Chapman. And good backup provided by Ambrose. They've got it through to Watson as they come through. Back to the wing again. Indiscriminate kick. Schofield just waited till he was in the right way, but it doesn't turn out the way he planned. Dempsey, here's Winderlich again. Great late close from McKenzie under all sorts of pressure. Dempsey charging through. Get out the scars, Bomber fans. You're still coming. Winderlich's kicked his third.
Courtney Dempsey was brilliant there. His run from deep
has been prolific again. His 28th disposal on return coming up. Down the line, well, he was going to go for a genuine one-on-one, but it never got that far. Hocking being resilient, drives them to half forward. Mitch Brown well placed, but Ambrose drifted back. Here's Brown with Hearn and Chapman, the last man standing. Myers, they're getting closer. They're getting closer. Zaharakis, they've got there. They're in front. Mayhem at Etihad.
They're just surging in numbers, Derm. They've got more run than the Eagles have at the moment.
Kicked a contest. They're going to outmark the Essendon runners. They're just trying to play Essendon's game.
Oh, Danaher read the ball beautifully. Netanui is too far behind.
Zaharakis got to hit this target. Can't quite, but still the options are there. Howlett, Zaharakis again. Pensive, that's a terrific mark for Collier, the man in front.
A minute 37 and ticking on the clock.
Baguley kicks from the back pocket. Can the West Coast force a turnover? Not yet.
What this kid's grab. This kid's played a wonderful last quarter.
What a heck of a turn from Collier. Well, there's 24 seconds. We know that is long enough to take it from one end of the ground to the other. Etihad Stadium. Twilight football. The Bombers inside their 50. 20 seconds away from glory. Now 18. Chapman done it before for the Bombers and the Cats. Knows all about these moments. It's over the line. We're down to 11 seconds now. 11 seconds away from the final siren.
It is not safe yet.
They've got to get their forwards up to this and just choke the contest here. They've got to come up, the Bombers. See them coming up from screen. Got to choke down this clearance.
35,905 Essendon fans mainly are counting down the clock. 2, 1, they're in the 8.
What an extraordinary win.
Dermot Brereton called for the scarves and the jackets to go. Damn, there they are.
They're up and about. Oh, what An extraordinary win. 22 inside 50s at quarter time. Jason, you and I were thinking a big win. David King hung fat with him, didn't he? But yeah, we started to think maybe the last 40 minutes, the deeper midfield might run through it for him.
On a week where the Essendon Football Club had all bad in the federal court, the pressure has been enormous on this famous team and club for the last 18 months, and today, against the odds, trailing at one stage by 34 points at the 9-minute mark of the third quarter, when Cripps kicked back-to-back goals and looked like the Eagles had blown the game wide open and put themselves into the 8. From there, they kicked the next 5, the Bombers, and the next 7 of 8 goals to win this match by 3 points and go back into the 8 with 2 rounds to go.